And you can see we're not playing any diamond whatsoever. So we're going to be cheating this into play. Let me know if my voice is not coming in that loud and the music's too loud. Let me know. Anyway, so we're going to be cheating first of the host in play. That's like one of our main objectives with this deck. We also have other flight troops to cheat into play because we're making use of Cloud Walk. So there are 2 different cards, 8 total copies, that are going to allow us to cheat troops into play. The first 4 copies are a Paradigm Shift. It's a rare from set 4? Hero Fall. What set is that? 5? I don't even remember. I don't even remember what set Hero Fall is. 6? Is that set 6? Anyway. Scars of War. Hero Fall, Scars of War. Set 5. Yeah. Okay. And then we have 4 copies of Cloud Walk. This is another way to cheat something into play because we're actually using the trinket equipment here that says when the troop that's powered by this deals damage to opposing champion, target troop in our hand with flight gets, you can play this for free this turn. It ignores all threshold. So it's another way to get first of the host in play, another way to get Storm Colossus into play, and Typhoon Skyscraper. So these 12 troops here are flight troops. And then these 1 drops and these 0 drops are our potential Cloud Walk targets here. Another important note is we're running Ruins of Ripplewood. This is going to come into play a lot in terms of its effectiveness for the deck. The first thing about this card is it will be able to put our opponent's troops back into their hand. That's pretty important because it's going to slow them down. The second thing is because we're running the gloves equipment, when we pay more than 1, or if we pay 1 or more for it, it's going to immediately put a Chaos Touch troop into play for us. What that means is that it can potentially give us another target for Cloud Walk if we don't have a Trickster that we can play or we don't have a Mad Eridim Cultist. So Ruins of Ripplewood is another way to get those additional targets. The awesome thing about Ruins of Ripplewood is actually in combination with First of the Host. And I'll have to show you what those interactions look like more so than explain it because there's a lot of super cool things we can do with it, including after attacking with, say, a Mad Eridim that's powered by Cloud Walk, we can bounce him after giving the Cloud Walk free-to-play buff to First of the Host, so that when we play First of the Host, then our Mad Eridim that has Cloud Walk buffed on it will also be buffed with the First of the Host ability to create an Angel when we replay that Mad Eridim for 1. So that's a really cool interaction to be mindful of. I thought I had... Okay, I think I used to run another card in here, which was Mind Call, but it's actually not as effective as a shell here. So to get to all the cards we need, there's a few different things we're doing. 1, we only have 16 resources, so we're playing very light shard base. We're able to get away with 16 resources because we're also playing a lot of early game card draw. That card draw is including Morphology, Cloud Walk, Spectral Acorn, and Cerebral Jackhat. All 4 of those cards are going to be enabling us to get more card draw. We're also playing 4 Storm Colossus with weapon equipment, and that Storm Colossus says if it starts, we can read it, if it starts in her hand though, basically, we can choose to reveal it from her hand and then put it back into her deck and create a Sapphire Shard, put it into her hand. So what it's doing is essentially fixing for us at the beginning of the game if we only have like 1 shard. And really, this deck only needs 3 shards to go off, but it can make things happen with 2 shards because of the card draw that's built in. So that's part of the reason why we're running a low shard base. And then we also have Blue Sparrow to dig for additional cards. One of the things in this deck that kind of mucks it up a little bit is Mad Eridim Cultist, because it will take cards from our opponent's deck and then put it into ours. So it's kind of reducing the consistency of us to actually hit the shards we need when we need them. But it hasn't really seemed to be a detriment in the way that I've played the deck in the past. So anyway, and then there's some tricks with Typhoon Skyscraper that we can show in game too. There might be a better card than Typhoon Skyscraper, but I kind of like the utility of it the best. And mainly because it can enable you to interrupt 2 of your opponent's cards in a single turn if you have 4 resources open, and I'll show you how that works too. It's in combination with Swiftpaw Trickster. So I don't know if I got to this point, but I was about to, but there's a guy in our guild that unfortunately won't be able to hear me talking about this, but he was concerned that this deck has a $50 equipment piece in it, which is this chest of the Oni Order, but it's actually not a necessary equipment piece. What it does is when you do use Swiftpaw Trickster to interrupt the opponent's card, rather than just that card being interrupted, you actually get to put that card into your hand, and then it loses all threshold and you can play it. So it's kind of cool, but it's actually not, it's not necessary. It does help in some situations where they could actually get back things that you interrupt. Like a good example of that would be Blood Sphinx, where you interrupt like an extinction, but then they can just use your charge power to get it back. Same with what's that guy that gives everyone Rage 1? Malice Demon. It's kind of bad against Malice Demon too, but otherwise it's fine without the chest equipment. So that's the deck. It doesn't lose. If you play it right, it will not lose. I might have to eat my words here, but it is that good, and it can go off as early as turn 4, but sometimes it takes until like turn 6. But it plays pretty quick. I'll play it slow to begin with, but the first few turns you're just kind of passing, dealing with the board, and then all of a sudden you just go off with your first of the host. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, I loaded the wrong deck. Okay. Well, let's hope Urnaz is not in here. Let's hope Urnaz is not in here. We will never know, will we? Okay. Gotta make sure I load up the right deck here. Okay, it's called Cloud Shifter's Host. Whoops. Might have to delete the other one so I don't mess up again. Okay. Let's try that again. So, here we go. Alright, this sounds okay. I'm going to keep it, and then I'm going to throw the Storm Colossus back into the deck. So that gives us the 3 shards we need to activate our entire hand. Basically, our entire hand. I mean, yeah, we have a Typhoon Skyscraper, but I think I'm going to Morphology the Cerebral Fulmination, because he's not going to be able to replay it. And I don't really care about the minion. However, next turn, I mean, do I really care about Cerebral Fulmination? I guess I don't. But it will potentially slow him down, so let's just do this. It's going to turn into a red action, so he's not going to really be able to do anything with it. We'll Paradigm Shift next turn to get the minion back into his hand, and then we're hoping that he faces up the minion so that we can immediately play our first of the host. One of the things I'm going to do here too is I'm going to use my charge power. What I want to do, because of first of the host deploy ability, I kind of want another constant or troop. I don't have constants in the deck, so we're looking for a troop. We got a troop, so I'm going to toss a Cerebral Jackhat. Okay, we're going to pass it to his turn. We do have Swiftpaw Trickster up, just in case we need it. Okay, hopefully that wasn't the minion of Yakuzan. I don't see the Paradigm Shift ability on this, so he might have already played the other one. Oh, wait. Ah, okay. Never mind, it is. It's hard to see this bar sometimes to see if there's additional text on here. But this is a paradigm shifting one. So we're going to get our First of the Host in play for free. Nice. Okay, so one of the things I can do here... Hey, Varikill. How are you? Brushing your teeth? I just started, so... Yeah, AI kind of screws up against this type of deck. So one of the things I'm going to do before the end of this turn is I'm also going to play my Swiftbot Trickster to get the Angel in. So now we have 12 damage worth of attack here. And we have the double interrupt combo, wow, triple interrupt combo if we want it for next turn. So we're going to swing with everything. He cannot block. There's a few different things I can do here. One is I could bounce both troops on both sides of the table, which would be completely fine to do. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and do that. So you'll see this will create a 1-cost Chaos Touch. We got a Servants of Shatterack, which is great. And I think because I did that, I don't have to worry about Typhoon Skyscraper's cost to play. He's probably going to try to replay that guy anyway. Wow. Mad Eridum value. We'll just go ahead and play it. Take some of his cards and we'll pass turn. Alright, so what I'm looking for now is he going to replay that minion? If he does, we have some options. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to counter this Bucktooth Commander. We'll take it from him. Just got another Angel. Luckily I played the right one by accident. Alright, so this one's going to put another card back into my hand, right? So we are going to let it hit the table. We're going to do this. Now, unfortunately, I normally would be able to like put something low cost in my hand because of Mobilize, but because this only hits exhausted troops, I don't really want to put anything else back in my hand, so we're just going to pass that ability and then pass turn. So I'm just playing this slow to show you how it's working, but basically we have to win this turn. We could have done that a lot faster, but that's just how it works. Boom. All right. That's not lethal. That's not exactly lethal, but it's lethal. It's lethal. Yeah, this deck definitely exploits the AI. As long as you know what to target, you'll be fine. So this hand's pretty good. So much so that I don't think I'm going to even get a resource with Storm Colossus, but we will keep this hand. We're going to decline that effect. We're going for the Jack Hat on 2, ideally. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake to decline the Storm Colossus resource. We'll see. Okay, we're drawing a lot of our troops. Okay, we got a Cloud Walk. Let's hope I don't have to go into like a desperation mode to get this hand to go off. Alright, that's not anything to really be concerned about yet. Okay, we got the third shard. That's super good. Wow, what is up with all of these Typhoons? That's crazy. Okay, I think we play Jack Hat here. We draw again. Got another shard. So at this point, I think we're going to look for something. Another shard. Okay, so we're just going to toss a shard in the bin, and we're going to pass turn. Now we're hoping to get an interrupt on something here with our Swiftbot Trickster. Okay, we're going to just have to take that. Let's see if he plays anything. So even if he doesn't, we're going to play this, because what we want to do here is put the Cloud Walk onto our Swiftbot Trickster. Wow, we are drawing so much stuff. Alright, so we're going to go for non-shard. And we're definitely going to put Cloud Walk on here, which is going to draw whatever that non-shard was. Wow, okay, so we actually got really good value there. So this is going to hit for 3. We're going to put First of the Host into play. And then we're going to play our Mad Aerodem, which is going to give us another Angel. He also took a bunch of cards from his deck. So when we pass turn here, at least he doesn't have anything in the crypt. We can interrupt whatever he plays, and we can kill his Nether Moss if he attacks. So we're going to interrupt this, getting another Angel, and we have lethal next turn now. So that seemed to work out alright. This should do it. I mean, he's just going to block Mad Aerodem, because that's all he can block. Alright, that's how the deck works. Trickster is ridiculous. I don't think people realize how good Swiftpaw Trickster is. Super good. Buy them if you don't have them. Okay, this hand's fine because we're going to use our Storm Colossus as a shard. So, yes, we are going to activate that ability, giving us our second shard. Now we have the ability to Morphology. We can Mad Aerodem on 1, potentially drawing into a Cloudwalk. We have a turn 2 Cerebral Jackhat even if we want it. Bouncing in this particular one's a little scary sometimes. Oh, nice. We got a Paradigm Shift too. Uh-oh. It's Magus. Magus. So, what is the buff that this guy... Double damage. Okay, we're going to try to get this back into his hand without creating another. Good. That's good. I guess it doesn't hurt for me to swing. Well, then I'm kind of saying I want to take a damage. I don't really want to take a damage. So, we're hoping we get to draw some cards here. Yes, we do. We got the Paradigm Shift, which he will immediately trigger. So, before we Paradigm Shift, let's draw and see what we can get. Nice. Got Storm Colossus. So, we're going to Paradigm Shift him. Which put another one into play. Oh well. Alright, you'll get to see pretty good interaction here too next turn. Yeah, that's totally fine. Go ahead and bounce that. Okay, that'll allow us to put the First of the Host into play. Booyah. Got it. Does he have any other follow-ups? No, it doesn't look like it. So, because we played First of the Host, I'm actually going to throw Swiftpaw Trickster into play, and you'll see why next turn. Wow, we picked up a second Paradigm Shift. That's cool. Am I too loud?
A little bit. I can hear you in the front room now.
Ah, you got a bit? Mm-hmm. Love you. Hey. Alright, so we got some damage we can deal here. He has 2 open resources though. I guess I should probably be a little bit concerned about that. But not super concerned. Nothing? Alright. So, what are we going to do here? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to Rune of Ripplewood for 1. Okay? What that does is it puts everything from his hand back into his hand, which means that the Paradigm Shift ability is still functional. We're also going to do Mad Aerodem and then Jackhat. So when he replays his Scrivener, we'll be able to cheat our Storm Colossus into play that has Summon an Angel. We also have the Swiftpaw Trickster to interrupt the second one he plays that doesn't have Paradigm Shift on it. Yeah, we're going to interrupt that. So hopefully now he plays the Paradigm Shifted Scrivener. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. And that's GG. You can see like turn 4, turn 5, turn 6 is when this deck goes off. And it might seem slow, but it's actually pretty damn fast. It's just, you have to think about it a little bit. Just have to think just a little bit about what you want to do. It's mainly like making sure you're lining up an interrupt on their turn, or picking off a card that they're for sure going to replay. This hand's a little peculiar. I think I'm gonna mulligan because it's showing me too many different pieces, and I don't want to have to put 2 Storm Colossus back into the deck, so we're gonna mulligan there. Looks like that was a right choice because I have the perfect setup now. It does really go off. It does really go off. We don't need to put the Storm Colossus back in. We have a good hand. So it's going to be Sapphire into Mad Aerodom, into Cloudwalk, into Storm Colossus. Unless we can get a First of the Host, which then we have a much better line of play. We're also going to be taking cards from him at the same time with our Mad Aerodoms. Alright. Okay, so I mean, I could go for Cloudwalk now, but I think maybe waiting a turn's going to be better. So we're gonna just try to fill up our hand a little bit here first. We're kind of looking for another shard. We just want ways to draw additional cards. Okay, that we might worry about just a little bit. I don't really care how much health he gains, like that's not a big deal. Okay, we got the shard. We got the paradigm shift, okay. So we have 2 ways now to get our troops into play. I think maybe what I want to do here is draw another card. Eternal Youth, what the frick? Yeah, I mean it's great that we stole that from his deck, but we don't really care about that. I guess we're just gonna go for the Cloudwalk now. Alright. We'll put a second Mad Aerodom into play just to have additional blockers. We're set up pretty well now, especially for the fact he can't target Storm Colossus, so. Alright, I don't really want him to have that just because of all the other health gaining buffs he has, so we're going to take that from him. And I think we're looking pretty good. Alright, Acorn, we're just going to use a lot of our card draw here. Ruins of Ripplewood, nice. That was kind of what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, we still don't really have the combo we want to make the best use out of this. But one of the things I'm going to do here to show you guys is we're going to use Mad Aerodom's ability to play a Typhoon Skyshaper, sorry, not Skyscraper. And we're going to put the Swiftpaw Trickster back into our hand. This gives us another ability to interrupt next turn. Let me see here. I think on top of that, I'm also going to Morphology his Battle Scrivener, which takes that out of play. And we're going to pass turn. See what he does. He tries to play another card. We're just going to say nope. Going to take that from him. Alright, and we just got another Storm Colossus that we can cheat into play. Alright, so there's a few different things I can do here, but the first thing I'm going to do is attack with everything. Alright, that works. We're going to get another Storm Colossus into play. Alright, second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Ruins of Ripplewood for 2. That'll bump his Healing Aura back into his hand. It's also going to bump my Cerebral Jackhat back into my hand, so it's a way to keep drawing cards too, if you Ruins of Ripplewood for 2. And then we're going to replay our Mad Aerodom with the Cloudwalk buff. So we're out of resources, but we have another interrupt ready to go. Alright, we're going to pass turn. This is probably the last turn. So let's see what he tries to play. He tries to play a Forever's Child, and we say, and nope. Nice card to steal. And let's end it. So there you go. Another pretty easy victory there against an elite. Yeah, this deck is freaking dirty, man. You just gotta know how to play it. $1K on what? Swiftpot Tricksters? Is that how much it is for a set? And that really went up in price. This hand's pretty good. This hand's pretty good. Yeah, that did go up in price, but you know what? I would say the faster you jump on it, the better, because in my opinion of Frostring Arena 2.0, I think the Swiftpot Trickster is probably one of the strongest cards to have. I've been playing it in so many different decks. It's just, I mean, maybe I'm just, you know, I have an affinity for it, but I really think it's that good. Yeah, I've used a lot of my plat lately too. Mainly trying to farm to Cosmic for limited. Do I run Trickster and Mill? No. Mill is kind of like its own microcosm. It can get away with so much on its own. You know, I think I attack with the Arena Brawler here. And make him trade. I think that's a better play. I can shift whatever he plays next turn, which I'll probably have to. Hopefully it's not a Bertram, but it probably will be. Oh, it's a Wyatt. Okay, well, it's not any better. So we're gonna paradigm shift the Wyatt. I could morphology it too. I don't know. I mean, I guess the only crappy thing here is do I actually use my charge power to try to get another troop? I did not get another troop. Now I have to evaluate whether or not it's better to have a second rune or a second paradigm. I think it's better to have a second rune, especially with the lack of troops in this hand. So we're gonna go ahead and paradigm shift that. We'll get our first of the host into play, and then we'll try to figure out the rest next turn. Okay, of course he replays that, so we're gonna put that into play, which only really gives him an angel, so it's not perfect. Ingenuity, okay, that's a little scary. At least they nerfed his charge power in a way. So I was talking about like really cool interactions with this deck, and this is one of them. Is like, yeah, you could have a 6 cost in play, and then at the same time you can make their entire board disappear by playing a Runes of the Ripplewood for the cost of the cards in their hand. So all of a sudden now I got a 3-drop Chaos Touched, and he has nothing in play, and I can just go voila to the face. That's one of the super powerful things about this deck. And then if he replays Wyatt again, then I just get to put a Typhoon into play. See, he replays Wyatt, so I just put a Typhoon into play. Like, I could totally bounce my Chaos Touch, but or my First of the Host, but why would I do that? It's silly. So again, I could Runes of Ripplewood again, but we don't even really need to. I mean, these guys have him blockable. Everything else is flying. Everything's gonna hit his face. And I get to pick one of these cards to basically play against him. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just a dirty cheater. Just a dirty cheater right now. So, yeah, I don't really care about his board state. Yeah, sure. It's fine. What else you got? And like, we can just totally counter that just because we can. And take it from him. No, it's a worker bot. Don't do it. So he does have some flyer blockers now. until we do something like this. No, he doesn't have any flyers. And we can just, attack with pretty much everything. And he's dead. Alright, so tier 2, flawless. Let's keep going. Yeah, it is very relevant against the new Reaper bot, which is basically Ward bot. So you might look at this hand and think like, damn, this is a shitty hand. He only has 1 shard. Nope, actually, I'm going to play this hand, and I don't even think I'm going to put the Storm Colossus back into the deck. Because I have a Ice shard that can give me another shard, and I have decent 2-drops. So we're actually going to keep this hand, and we're going to keep the Storm Colossus in the hand. Yeah. Ice, Acorn, Jack Hat. We're looking good. I can draw whatever it was I just put on top. See if we get another Ice. Okay, it's a normal shard. So I'm probably just gonna play Mad Aridum next turn. I mean, I could totally Morphology this. Does he even play? I don't even think he plays another color. I think he's mono green. But I mean, maybe having Cloud Walk next turn is better. It really depends on what I top deck here. If I top deck First of the Host, and I'm lucky, well, sort of lucky, I only have 1 target for it. Ruins of Ripplewood. Okay, we can't even actually activate that yet. I think we're going to start with Morphology, and we're going to start with it on his playable. And then I'm going to go in and swing. And we're just hoping that Morphology allows us to draw 2 cards versus 1. What the hell did you just take from me? Alright, second Mad Aridum. So let's see what we get off of this Cloudwalk. Paradigm Shift. So we're still a little shard screwed here. But at least we can get some more threats into play. I don't like Cheesesmith going too late because some of those big boys get a little scary if they get into play. Alright, yeah, like that's not a very good one to have to face either. Alright, so we're just going to try to advance our board here. We have a ton of Storm Colossuses in hand, which are great. Blizzard being in play is kind of sucky, but we're going to be able to ready 2 of our cards each turn as long as the Morphology card is still in his hand. At least 1 of the Morphology cards. We've already Morphology 2 cards. Alright. Draw for turn. Wow, we are really whiffing on the ability to, what am I trying to say? Draw a shard. That's what I was trying to say. So Harvest Moon, I think that was one of the Morphology abilities. We get to put another troop into play. This time we'll put First of the Host because money. And then we're going to Morphology his Blizzard. And on his turn, we will Swiftplot Trickster anything he tries to play. Now, I don't think I can interrupt these, or they just go like, oh, I can't Swiftplot Trickster because I don't have the threshold. Whoops. Not like it mattered. You can't actually play anything. So, we got a Krakatosaur. Awesome. That is game. We did that on basically 2 resources. Yeah, sorry. I need more than 2 shards. Didn't really need more than 2 shards to beat that guy. Unfortunately. For him. So yeah, this being able to play like 7 drops and 6 drops on 2 shards is pretty nutty too. Again, this hand is pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead and keep it. No, we'll keep that in hand. So this gives us a blocker at least for the turtle pet. He probably will charge power next turn though and attack with both. That's fine also. We're 2 turns away from paradigm shift. Oh, no attack, no charge power. Oh, he needs... I didn't realize he needed both diamond and ruby. I'm gonna cloud walk, but I'm a little concerned about this play because I know that this deck runs burn. But we'll go ahead and try. Well, we got away with the cloud walk. Do we actually get an attack? Wow, he didn't prioritize it. Alright, let's throw this guy into play. Thanks for Rookil. Sorry if I already missed you, but thanks for watching. We're gonna check and see if we can get something that's actually playable. We don't. Alright, I'm gonna attack with both. And then we're gonna runes of Ripplewood for 3. That will at least give us... Okay, we got the librarian again. That's awesome. I guess 3 is a pretty good number to go with. I mean, you could get the that one guy, the feeder or the... I don't know, I can't remember his name. But the one that gives your opponent a chaos touch, but it's still pretty decent. All right, let's attack with everything first. We'll take his Royal Falconer. Can't actually play it, but good to get that out of the deck. And then I think, what do I want to bounce? Like the Royal Den Mother seems like a good target to bounce, but then he'll get another pet Mama Bear when he replays it. Whereas we could try to make him replay the pet Mama Bear, but he might not. So let's paradigm shift the... I guess we're going to paradigm shift the Royal Den Mother just to do it, because he's more than likely going to replay it, and then we can just put the Royal Falconer into play. Okay, cool. That gives us a lot of damage in the air. In fact, that should be exactly lethal. All we have to do is just let this damage through. As long as he doesn't have removal, which now he has no resources for, we have exactly 12 damage we can deal here. So let's deal it. Boink, 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 boink. Because these are unblockable and then he doesn't have flight, so that should do it. Got it. Alright, Blood Sphinx. Alright. I've been talking for a while. I'm going to raise the volume of the music. And I'm going to shut up. Ouch. That's not good. 2. Or I could double paradigm shift. I kind of like doing this for 2 and then getting his Mind Snatch Raven when he tries to replay it. I mean, I could also do this for 3 and just get a 3 drop. Maybe that's better to do. Let's go and do this for 3. Get a 3 drop in play. Ooh, a Nameless Citizen. Okay, that's cool. I'll take it. So we're hoping he replays his Mind Snatch Raven so we can take it from him. Okay, interesting. Pick up. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted from him. Alright. That's fine. Alright, so what we're going to do here is going to be pretty fun too. We're going to go ahead and play Mind Snatch Raven. We're going to take something fun from his deck. What do you got for us? We know he has Extinction in his hand, so we're going to make sure we don't walk into that. Ooh, an Angel of Foresight. Look at all those Cloud Walks too. He has First of the Host in his deck too? What is this? How does he have First of the Host in his deck? I am so confused right now. Is he stealing my cards? Or am I looking at... I'm looking at both decks. That is weird. I'm looking at both decks right now. He has my deck and his deck. We'll just take another Mind Snatch Raven. I'm so confused by that. That's just bizarre. Alright, so after we hit him, we're gonna Runes of Ripplewood for 2. It's gonna put everything back into the hands. We got an Eldritch Thunderbird. What you got for me? Nope. We'll take something borrowed from you, and we might borrow something later. So we're almost guaranteed to be looking at Extinction next turn. I don't think there's anything I can grab from him that's going to be able to counter it. The only thing I could do is try to fish for another Swiftbot Trickster, or a way to bounce a Swiftbot Trickster into my hand. So we could do that. Let's try, I guess. Okay, there's Mad Eridum. I mean, I could really try right here. Okay, we're not gonna get there. That's okay. That's quite okay. We'll let him Extinction us if he wants. There we go. Okay, good. So he used Eldritch Thunderbird. We've got a ton of cards in our hand. I mean, I guess I could draw more. There's a shard, that's good. 11 cards in hand. I'll go ahead and use this on his Thunderbird. That can get us a First of the Host in play. I'm gonna use Mind Snatch Raven here. And we'll take something else fun out of his deck. It's just bizarre to me that we're seeing our deck too. I could take this second Extinction. I could take a Hero Fall. Apparently I could take any of my own stuff. I mean, if I can take a Swiftbot Trickster, I might as well just have extra interrupts, huh? Seems to make sense. That actually came out of my deck. That is just... that's a bug. I should probably report it. But I just don't care. I don't care. Alright, so he plays that again. That has a deploy ability, so we're going to get our First of the Host into play. Alright, let's see if he does anything else. He tries Extinction again. Nope, not this time. We are ready for that. Does he do anything else? Nope. Well, because he has a flyer, we're going to make sure we have lethal this turn, so I played everything there. And we're going to attack, and then we're just for, you know, added measure, we're going to go ahead and morphology that and hit him hard. Boom. Avalanche Giant Elite. This one is one of the hardest encounters against a deck that doesn't go off by turn 3. You know, like by turn 2, if he's already going off, I could already be dead. So, with that in mind, I actually like this hand because it has a Runes of Ripplewood and it has a Mad Aerodom. So we're going to keep it. He's going first, so that's terrifying. He has 2 resources already. And a Baby Yeti. So that's already terrifying to me. Like, instead of playing the Sapphire Ice, I basically have to just play a normal shard and get a Mad Aerodom into play. Because otherwise I could be looking at a lot of damage this turn. Ideally, I don't want him to play anything Ruby and just block his Gas Troll, but he has other plans. He wipes my board, and we are looking at a horrible... We're looking at a horrible turn 3. We need a resource. We basically are on the fence now. We need to get Runes of Ripplewood online. I'm probably just going to have to chump block his Baby Yeti here, which is frickin' sad. Holy bejesus. Okay, I think we just lost, actually. That's insane. That is just insane. Okay. If I draw an ice next turn, I lose. If I draw something else, I might be okay. But it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck hard. Alright, so I'm gonna go down to... Oh man, I might just be dead. No matter what, I might just be dead. Okay, we got lucky. We got a normal shard. So here's the crazy thing about this is even if I paradigm shift his Surging Wildfire. Yeah, wow. So it's like I have to deal with this, but at the same time, I have to make sure I deal with these. Oh my god. I don't know if I can. We're gonna have to try to get something. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this. Alright, we're gonna try our best. We are gonna try our best. So if I ruin a Ripplewood for 1, then we just lose to that. Yeah, this is like my only play. Darn, that was unlucky. We're just... He starts with that extra resource, and we might just lose to Avalanche Giant Elite. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much GG right there. Is he going to play the Surging? He didn't play the Surging. Interesting. Yeah, so we just lost. Bummer, man. I mean, I could play this and, you know, block here, but it has crush damage, so we just lose. And he has crushing blow. GG. Well, I tried. Okay, Periwinkle. I'd say there's like 3 or 4 encounters that can give me a run for my money. That's one of them. Just because of its ability to go off without any hitches. I don't know about this hand against Periwinkle, but we can attempt it, because I'm not seeing a second shard, but we do have double Acorn. So we can just yellow double Acorn here. We also started with Arena Brawler, that's good. There we go, we got the second shard, we got lucky. And we got a turn 1. Nice. Periwinkle's all about like slowing them down so that they can't get to 5. We're gonna save our Morphology for their turn. We don't need Typhoon into play yet, but we will save Morphology for whatever they play on their turn. Hopefully it's not just like a Chlorophylla, hopefully it's a troop, like a voice. Oh, darn it. I'm eating my words. I'm eating my words. Okay, so another thing we can do is we can Cloud Walk here. Got another Mad Aridum. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Holy moly. That just happened. Okay. Well, plans have changed. Oh, it's too bad it doesn't have flight. I was like, holy crap, we get to play this right now? Go ahead and bounce this back, play it again, play another one, just take all his cards. I was all gun-ho ready to play a Walking Calamity. If we had Paradigm Shift, we could. And now we have Paradigm Shift. So, I know what's coming. He's almost on 5. So we're looking at a pretty nasty double play from him that can probably clean up most of my board state. So we're gonna save Morphology. If he plays like Wild into Crocosaur here, it can hurt pretty bad. No. Okay, of course he's gonna make very good targets for himself. We're gonna go ahead and Morphology that. Turned into a Battle of Destiny. Did I really just see that? And of course he's gonna still get those kills, so you're gone. Still have not drawn the shard. We really need a shard. There's the shard we needed. What are my options here? Let's look. A second Paradigm Shift. Okay, we're only going to really need one of those. We'll go ahead and play the second Mad Aridum. We're just taking thinning cards out of his deck right now. Leave back everything as potential blocks. That's fine. I think I'm just going to take that to the face. Of course, you make the best use of that possible. And now we cannot draw anything else. Alright guys, what are we going to do here? I mean, Paradigm Shifting that and then allowing him to kill both Mad Aridums but getting a Walking Calamity into play seems really good. However, then I have to deal with 2 Crocosaurs. So maybe the better play is to hope he replays the Life Lyricist and then we can get a Walking Calamity out of that. Whoops, I should have attacked. I'll just chump block with one. Let's see if he plays a Life Lyricist. I hope he plays that over like a... Okay, good. Good. Okay, now do you attack? Didn't think so. Whoa, double Titanias. Second one, what is it gonna hit? Ash of Colossus, oh no. Okay, what can we do here? So if he double blocks this and it dies, he's going to take 10 damage. It's pretty nice. I could give it Cloud Walk and hit for 10 no matter what. But then what happens to us on the backswing? I guess that's something I should be worried about. But if Cloud Walk hits another troop, I think we're okay. Damn. It did not hit another troop. So I could Ruins of Ripplewood for 1. No, I don't think that's a good idea either. Alright, let's Jackhat, see if we can draw into a flight troop. No, but we did draw into a this deals double damage. Shit. That's really bad actually. So that Ashwood Colossus could probably kill us. Yeah, what do you got for us? No. Okay, we're gonna counter one of those. Oh my god. That had speed? Really? And crush? I just lost. I can't defend against this. This also has double damage. Damn. I just got owned. So, I mean, really, this is the best blocking I can do. Soak up some of this. Take, yeah, we're dead. I should have just let their Walking Calamity trade. Shit, now we gotta play this again. I hardly ever lose to Periwinkle. Especially when it's not elite. That's a disappointment. That is a disappointment. We're gonna... I like what this hand is looking like, but it's hard to say it'll be consistent, but we're going to keep it in turn 1 of the 2 into a shard. Hopefully with the Morphology and the Swift Paw and the Spectral Acorn we'll be okay. Sweet, we got an ice. We're going to use this ice right away. We're going to look for a non-resource. Draw whatever that is. Okay, I got runes. Is it a voice? No, it's an Ashwood Soloist. I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn. See what he tries to play here. If he tries to play anything prior to swinging. He does. Okay, that was good for me to wait for. Because now I can just Morphology this. Okay, so he has a decent board. He could Ruins or Ripplewood next turn and just get that all back to his hand. But I do like the ability to Paradigm Shift here. The likelihood that he replays the Ashwood Soloist is pretty high. So we should be able to get a... First of the Host into play. Hopefully we get some double value here where he plays that first, we get First of the Host in play, and then he tries to play something following it, and we can Swift Paw Trickster it. However, I don't know if I want to counter a 3-drop. I might want to just wait until... Well... I don't really have to wait, because I can use the Ruins of Ripplewood to get it back, and to bounce his entire board. That seems like a much better play. So we'll just hit it for 2. In fact, I'm going to do this to get even more value. We're going to draw a card. I'm going to Ripplewood for 2, and then Cerebral Jackhat will have 2 charges on it. When we replay it, it'll go up to 5. So he might play like a 5-drop here, but we get at least interrupt one of them. Oh, interesting. He did not. So I'm going to go ahead and counter that. Keep him from accelerating. And there's the Ashwood Soloist, which is going to bring in our Storm Colossus, which basically just gave us the win. That one move by him just gave us the win. Alright. So we'll swing for lethal. It's too bad that we had to lose against this. I usually find Periwinkle to be very easy, but hey, there are times where things just don't go well. Great hand. Oh, darn. Would have been nice to have Mad Aridum in play, but we don't know what we're going to draw, so. Morphology. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop this in. I don't think we're at the point yet where we need to make use of Cloud Walk, but I mean, I guess we could. It's going to be a crapshoot on whether or not we actually draw something we can hit. I guess I'll do it. Wow, we actually hit something. And we'll actually activate it so that we can get this back and throw it back in. Take some more cards out of his deck and 2 ready troops. Alright, so we played a Thunderfield Elder. It's fine. We got another Mad Aridum. What do we want to do here? I mean, I could double Morphology so that he just doesn't keep getting like crazy copied spells off the top of his deck. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So we're gonna double Morphology here, and then just attack for 5. That should get me the card draw I need to actually get some value out of the Mad Aridum with Cloud Walk. Call Ceremony. Or maybe we'll just keep drawing crap. We got a Deepwood Droka. Okay. Alright, let's fish. We'll throw that back to the bin. I mean, why not, right? Get out of there. Okay, with 3 Morphologies, we should be getting lots of cards from his end step if he's not playing all the cards we morphed. Alright, well there's at least... Wow, all of my Morphologies. That's crazy. Sacred Stance. That's hilarious. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? I'm guessing we want to Morphology this. I don't even know if we have to Paradigm Shift here. What does this have? Why not? We'll just make room for more damage. And hopefully next turn we can just finish him off. Oh yeah, that's right. I accidentally phased past all the way through that turn, but that's okay since we can play for free anyway. So many cards. Alright, we'll just attack with our flyers and end it. Twilight Revenant Elite. Alright, we are on 2 defeats, guys. No rooms for screw-ups here. We can keep this hand. It's doable. It's so powerful. So powerful. Wow, he got the Dread Banner too. So he's gonna get a lot of freebie damage on us here. Alright, so let's start with the Spectral Acorn. Alright. Even though we have speed, there's no point for me to attack because he has Dread Banner. So we're just gonna leave this back, and he has 2 armor. That's mainly the reason. But having a ready blocker is better than having a ready attacker here. Oh god. So, one real cool thing about this deck here is that, oh man, I actually just screwed up. But I will talk about it in a little bit. I screwed up. But we'll make use of it the following turn. Oh god, really? You really have to do that? Okay, we're looking at lots of damage. That back into his hand. I guess one good thing is we can get the Mad Iridim out of play, actually. Okay, we're gonna go off in like a turn, but we need one more turn to kind of survive. So we're gonna let his Nefarious Corruptor kill our Mad Iridim Cultist, I believe. And we'll take 1 damage. Perfect. Well, I think I want that. I think I like that. We'll take it. Ooh, Paradigm Shift. Okay, that's really good too. Alright guys, so our Burning Banner cost 4. So what that means is we dealt 1 damage to him. We are gonna Runes of Ripplewood for 3. Oh man, maybe I should have done that first and got in with the Librarian. What sucks about the Librarian and his 2 armor is because it's the first troop in play, it's going to be the first troop dealing damage, so its attack is going to get negated by the armor. So I'm not going to get any cards from his deck from it. It's worth noting, I guess. Okay, so we're definitely going to counter the Nefarious Corruptor if he replays it. I'm also going to counter the Nightfall, actually, because I do not want to take any more damage, if possible. Rockcast, interesting. Do I care? So, because this was a transformed ability from Morphology, I actually do not want this in my hand, because then he can use it against me. So we're going to let that go to bed. I mean, I could replay the Daybreak against him too and gain some health. But probably keeping the Swiftpaw Trickster in my hand is better. Yeah, it's better. Okay, let's dig for another playable. Alright, I'm going to do something interesting here where I'm not going to actually... I'm thinking about this. Will he play one card or will he play two next turn? That is the question. My guess is he'll only play one, in which case it's fine for me to dump a few things onto the table. I think we're okay like this. I should have played the Vampire Princess first so that we got an additional attack. Okay, that's good. We're going to interrupt that. I don't think he has a follow-up play. We could also Paradigm Shift that. That can get our First of the Host into play the following turn. Wow. That's actually pretty awesome. I'm going to try to draw a shard here. Oh my god, I got lucky. So, the reason why we want this shard is, well, if he plays something next turn, you'll see. How about that? Okay, so. Oh! My goodness. Well, that backfired in my face. What I was going to do is use the mobilize ability of the Sky's Shaper, but all my troops were tapped, so that just didn't work out. I'm going to go ahead and Paradigm Shift it. I'm thinking, because of the ability, let's see, 12, 2. I guess we just go for it. Why not? We'll just go ahead and attack with all this stuff. Got him down to 3. We got this ability. I can't actually play this because I don't have Blood Threshold. Of course. Alright, we'll let him have his last turn. Sure. We don't even need First of the Host. Don't even need it. Alright, we made it through one of the elites. Okay, we also got a defeat cleared, so that gives us a little safety. Hand looks pretty great, except we won't have a target for Cloudwalk right away. And we need a third resource to get going, but we'll keep this. And just pray we get a third, I guess. You could also defensively Cloudwalk, which I hate to do, but it is a potential. We actually don't have any playables right now. Still 0 playables. Okay, so we may have hurt ourselves a little bit by keeping this hand. Oh, we got lucky. We got super lucky. Okay, so we're just gonna pass turn. We might take a little bit of damage, but we've got what we want in our hand right now. Okay, I'm gonna take that. See what he does after. He doesn't do anything. Okay, so we're gonna Swift Paw, we're gonna Cloudwalk Swift Paw. Right. Ooh, Paradigm Shift. So let's attack with this pumped up Swift Paw. I'm going to do this. Okay, before we do anything else, we're going to draw and see what we get. Got another Cloudwalk. I'm going to dump the Cloudwalk. Then I'm going to Ruins of Ripplewood for 1. Should have probably done it for 2. I could also Ruin of Ripplewood for 2 right now. Okay, so the whole part of Ruins of Ripplewooding right now is that I'm putting low-cost cards in my hand. This First of the Host is free right now, so we're going to play it. So now, rather than just hitting the Typhoon Skyscraper, I hit a Swiftpaw Trickster and a Mad Aerodom. So they all have Deploy Angels right now. That's why you do it that way. Okay. It was also good that I did that because now I can interrupt this Decree of Banishing and he has no other plays, and we have a full board that's just gonna pound him in the face. Awesome. Looking good, looking good. Oh. Darn it, I think I passed turn again. Went too fast. Oh, maybe not. Alright, what that just did is it gave us another interrupt for his turn. So whatever he plays will just immediately interrupt. Get another angel. Flip the board with angels. A little more than lethal. Okay, Ashwood Transmuter. We did not get a dragon. That's unfortunate. Unless he's going to be a tier 4 boss, which I've never seen. Don't think it's possible. Alright. Hand typically garbage, but nope, not in this scenario. Whoa, what? Okay, Ruins of Ripplewood turned into a Mastery of Time. Got it. No problem. Put a shard on top, draw the shard. So now we have 2 shards, guaranteed. He has this silly Lady Devonshire. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, that's good. We definitely want more shards. Get to that Mastery of Time as fast as possible. We're gonna probably take a little bit of painful damage coming up here. It's okay though, we got a powerful Ruins of Ripplewood next turn for whatever he plays. He just went face, so no big deal. Alright. It's pretty good timing because he just played a action, so now that action's not going to get copied. He also drew a Dementia Daisies off of that, which is pretty sick. Which will mill him up a little bit. So if he plays Lady Devonshire, I'm probably just going to snag that from him and then replay it next turn. Salt Harpy. Can we make use of Salt Harpy? I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we could. Why not? Double Typhoon, Salt Harpy. I think my best play here... What is my best play here? I think we're just going to go in with our Swiftpaw Trickster. And we're going to pass turn. Do I care? No, don't care. Okay, now I care. Sweet. Got a dream call. So I could dream call now. I don't know. I think like the optimal thing to do here would just be Cloud Walk onto Swiftpaw Trickster. Ooh, Morphology. Alright, we're gonna attack with both. Alright. I think this is a better play. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna do this now too. And all we really need is a shard. And we're going to have a party. Don't care. Care. All these fun cards to play with. Another Cloudwalk. Another Morphology. Alright, let's just get this guy into play. We'll hit for 10. And darn it, I just passed turn. Yep. Interessante. It's all good. I mean, just one Morphology and we've pretty much got the win here. I also have Mastery of Time. So we can do something like this and Morphology and attack with everything. There we go. Alright, we made it to the final encounter. Venteo Elite, no problem, let's do this. This could actually be a problem. He's gonna mill 20 of my cards and I only have 16 resources in the deck. So, pray to the gods of randomness that we get a decent start in our starting hand. What do you guys think about this hand? What would you do? What would you do? I definitely think I'm gonna mulligan this. This is not much better, but we're gonna go ahead and keep it. No. How many resources in here? 1, 2, wow. 2 Ripplewoods, 2 Swiftpaws, 2 Morphologies, 2 Cloudwalks. Only 3 resources. 2 of a lot of the powerful cards in the deck. Alright, well, we're gonna have to make do with what we have here. We might not be able to do this. We'll see. I'll start with a Morphology fairly early against these Hatchery Priests to get them out of here. I really don't have any other play. I just wanted to get these out. Good. So that's less eggs. He's probably going to play his 2-drop 1/3 lethal guy. Yep. Exarch of the Egg, that's pretty standard. He already drew a spider, or we already drew a spider thanks to Morphology. Alright. Let's see what we can top deck here. Ruins of Ripplewood's actually pretty good in this scenario. We can do Ruins of Ripplewood for 3. Otherwise, we would be doing Paradigm Shift. I think Ruins of Ripplewood's better here. Let's do it for 3. Got a Nameless. That's cool. This way here, if he plays something crazy next turn, I can just Swiftpaw Trickster it. Oh, maybe I should have Paradigm Shift, and then I could have had Ruins of Ripplewood for the following turn to play a second Swiftpaw Trickster. That's definitely something we want to take. This card can win the game for us if we play against him, which we will do next turn. Oh my god. He just egged us. Stop egging us, man. Alright. Well, Mad Aerodyms help a lot against this matchup too. There's a few things I could do this turn, but I think I really want to get the Zerd into play. And we'll do that. And we'll swing with what we can. The Zerd is going to be huge if we can attack with it a few times. Nice. Alright. What? Oh, we got First of the Host. So awesome. Yeah, I'm actually looking to mulligan my Jack Hat here. Perfect. We got a great card. So I think we Paradigm Shift the Infiltrator. Let me see here. When this attacks target opposing troop gets -1, -1. When an opposing troop dies, bury the top 3 cards of each opposing champion's deck. Okay. So, yeah, let's... This is just better. We're gonna get more damage in this way. Okay, and we'll get Cloudwalk onto Zared. He's like really gonna be a hated target now. This is gonna go in the bin. Mold some cards off his deck. We are gonna get our First of the Host into play. And then we got a free counter next turn. I think we've got Fenteo in the bag here. What you got for me, Fenteo? Yeah, I guess we're gonna take you. So now the only thing I'm worried about is hitting a Torrential Egg. That could help him. So now we really don't want to draw anything else. We're just gonna swing in with everything. Negate that. He'll block something. No, it'll just die. Alright, we did it. We did it, guys. We made it. If it wasn't for Periwinkle and that crazy Avalanche Giant Elite back-to-back, yeah, we probably would have had a flawless. Let's see, did we get anything good? We got a Woeful Webbing, Bushwagger equipment for Jungle Ambush. I still don't think I'll ever play that card. We got equipment for Construction Guild Underboss, I believe. Yeah, Construct Guild Underboss. We got a Brutal Commander. We got equipment for our, the 2/2 Robot. Ushil. Reaper Bot equipment. Reckless Evoker equipment. Ooh, we got a Spiraling End. Junk Barrier. Scrap Diamond. There's probably a builder on that. Vorpuses instead have, when this attacks each other troop you control, get +1 and Swift Strike. Wow, that's pretty good. You can probably build a deck around that alone. Got a Woven Golem. And we got some additional gold for Dungeon Crawler. Sweet. Alright, well I'm going to roll some